Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage.
Can he finish? Oh, that's just stunning!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Platini. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Pelé! Pelé! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Thailand restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Thailand clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Wan-Bissaka. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Saliba. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Oh, look, it's Ibrahimovic! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Pirlo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now that's a lovely exchange. Platini. That is good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for options for movement. And he's found a way past. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is... Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zanetti attempts a clearance. Thailand have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Now, can they get him away? Knocks it into space. Totti! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Zanetti makes the interception. Kukçu. Now it's Kukçu. Now it's Totti. Fernandez. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fernandez. Great vision. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Kokchu. Platini. Pirlo. Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he is dashing away. It's Ibrahimovic! It's bounced back off the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas. Listen, oh, that is asking for trouble. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Fernandez.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Wan-Bissaka. Rodri. And this is Ibrahimovic! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Thailand up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. And we get things going again. In with the challenge. Now it's Luis Suarez. He might shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Suarez. Lahm. That is good strength. Saliba with the clearance. And he welcomes it in. In once. Gets his head on it! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Broad smiles all round. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Ibrahimovic. So the ever-ready Jordi Alba looking to go full throttle from the outset as ever, Jim.
He'll have a very busy game as usual, Peter, constantly going up and down that flank. He's got the pace, he's got the work ethic, and some great crossing too.
And so a great source of assists, of course.
Absolutely, like all the best fullbacks, Peter.
You'd know. Can he get on the end of this? Jordi Alba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. Ferdinand. Pele. And it's Lam.
Chance for a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Pirlo. That has been knocked clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pirlo. Oh, it's played into the area. Keeper's dealt with that. He's had it taken off him. Tries to pass it through. Lam clears without hesitation.
He's having a hit!
He's got away with one there. Looking for options for movement.
Such good technique.
Elects to cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rummenigge. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Still goalless at the moment. Roberto Carlos. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Thailand have their second corner now. Pirlo plays it short. Pirlo. Pirlo's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's come loose. Messi. Pele. Rummenigge. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Thailand definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. Ronaldinho. He is through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rummenigge has it in a wide position. And this is Messi. Now it's Pelé. Benatia deals with that comfortably. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. It's a really well-measured ball. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that has been cut short. Jordi Alba aimed beyond the defence. Ah, that's a fine interception. Pelé, Messi. Ibrahimovic, and he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Jordi Alba. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're underway for the second half.
Thailand clearly have been the better side here. So far,
Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant!
well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Ah, such a clever touch. And that is headed for the... Terrific effort! And he's stuck it away.
A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Backward it goes. Thailand are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
Shoots! And that's in! Into the lead once more!
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Thailand with the lead. Threads one in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Pirlo.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lam. And they've switched it over to the other side. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution for Thailand. Number
Well, the two
18,
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Can he finish?
Coming on the field.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Varane gets over and intercepts.
Johan Cruyff. Substitution.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Thailand perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Judge, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, good ball! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well timed, excellent interception. Zola, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He might be in here! Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Thailand couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lam.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ronaldinho. And Caicedo. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Zola. And it's Makalele. And it's Ibrahimovic. For Lam. Zola. Thailand, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Towering header! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Thailand. Number 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number
Thailand
16.
have surely won it, or so you would
Coming on
think.
the field.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Cafu.
And it's played into the
Substitution in
middle.
progress.
In again.
And that is expertly dealt with. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
There will be 5
Platini.
minutes added time.
Bale. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass.
He's had a shot! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! A finish right from the top drawer! What a moment for the double centurion!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Thailand visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
To inform you that today's match day
Your reflections then, Jim?
Thailand's definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply can't...
Chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Suarez. Rooney. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Hullet. And he's quick to get rid. Thailand leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not...
It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good alertness. Zola. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Thailand are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
That's an imaginative pass. He's being urged to shoot. Ibrahimovic. Oh, important interception. Rooney can so cleverly bypass the press. Great vision. It's played through for him. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Kong and Hanoi clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And it's Pirlo. Looking tidy in possession here. Gattuso. Mateus. Now it's Hullet.
Hullet!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the keeper beats it away. Now the ball in. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Thailand are looking to go forward now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a searching pass. It's Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Solar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gattuso. Hullet. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Lahm. Nice control. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And that's the second half started. Short changes him with that pass. It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw-in. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Hullet. And that was very necessary. That'll be a throw. This is a promising build-up. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And this is Hullet. He is just caressing the ball. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. Bruno Fernandes. Pirlo. And it's Luis Suarez. He's found a way through. He's taking on the lot of them. Delivers the ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. Bruno Fernandes with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rooney. Zola. Well, played right into his path. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well read, nice interception. Zola has created one goal already.
Substitution for Thailand, number 13, Bruno Fernandes. Number 25, Zola.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Peeler. Number 10, Suarez. Coming on the field, number 22.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Number 18, Pele.
Thailand
Number
perhaps
24,
wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 5,
Rafael Varane.
Substitutions
Jude.
taking place.
Nicked it back promptly. Jude! It's hit the uprights.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Tonali. Foot in. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieri.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that has not gone well. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Kong and Hanoi found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
And here's Vieri. Pele. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. So that's it. It is all over. Thailand pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How do you look back on... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Pirlo has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? They've got to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. Now, what about this cross? Vieira tries to clear. And here's Roberto Carlos. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nice bit of trickery. That has not gone well. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pele, and he's been shifted off it. Rivaldo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pele, great vision. Oh, look at the space here. Lam is there, and he can get that clear. Cantona, and the pass is intercepted. Nicked it back promptly. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rivaldo running with intent. Pinches it off him. Thailand
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Cantona. Cantona proves just a little bit too strong. Roberto Carlos up towards the front line. Vieira cuts out the pass. Lam carries the ball down the right. He's found a way past. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Lam. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And this is Luis Suarez. Rivaldo. And they're quick to get it back. And the shot! They've scored! And we have liftoff! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Thailand have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Pete,
It's Gerrard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
A header!
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Cantona. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He has found the way through. Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
This is a promising build-up.
Luis Suarez!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
There's the header! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Platini. Ibrahimovic. So a temporary halt to the action.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Thailand firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good at...
Rummenigge! It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position. Pirlo! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Tries to play it through.
Oh, that's nice. Foot in. Roberto Carlos
Did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Nedved. Looking for the run. Thailand.
They're applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the...
Chance! Goal! Manchester United! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Thailand finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short.
Elects to cross. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, super find.
Del Piero going after that. Vieira. That is good alertness. And here's Del Piero. Kaká. And here's Mbappe. And it's Messi.
Thailand really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. Kaká. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Nedved. Has crossed into the middle. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Alarm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Del Piero. Rummenigge receives it in a good position. Oh, he's all alone. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Del Piero unable to make it happen. And Bebeto! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto is offering a wry smile there.
Pirlo. Thuram. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Kaká.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pirlo. Neymar.
Thailand truly have no need to panic. They can reassess it.
Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo plays it short. Forced to go back. That'll be a throw. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Kaká. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Rafael Varane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the ball is out of play. Varane gathers from the goal kick. Kaká. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Thailand go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitutions taking place.
So the action resumes.
Thailand really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Maldini makes the interception. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been cleared. That's a little off target. Thailand come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, what a ball!
Can he finish? Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's Ibrahimovic!
It's a searching pass. Oh, important interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vieira.
Bebeto! Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Czech deals with that, nice and simple. Now it's Mbappe. Thailand still have the cards to affect this game. Kaka. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rummenigge.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. It's net! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pirlo. Del Piero. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. Del Piero has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Makalele considers his options. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot.
Number 7, Bellingham. Number 2,
But he's left disappointed.
on the field. Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 18, Stojkovic.
Stojkovic can see things others simply cannot.
Number 24.
Searching pass he's played there.
Substitution.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rummenigge hangs in a cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And it's Arda Güler. And this is Bebeto. Güler! Now, who's going to be first to this? Beckenbauer. Platini. Can he get it through? Now, this could be a chance. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Real chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Arda Güler. Lovely bit of skill. Cannavaro.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cannavaro.
There will be one
And it's
minute
Roberto
added
Carlos.
time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Bebeto. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an imaginative pass. Bruno breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Might be danger.
Shapes to shoot! Goal, France!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Après 9 minutes de jeu par le numéro 9.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Mazraoui. Now it's Platini. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Thuram. And it's Makalele for Varane. Cantona. Platini. And Koundé. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe.
He's had a shot!
A real chance and a real let-off. And now they can clear their lines. Koundé. Looking to play. It's Dembele!
And there's a goal! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a...
There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
France find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Mazraoui made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. France have hit a quick-fire double here. Cantona, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Great ball and a decent chance! And that's a sharp finish! They are purring, truly purring! Well, was he ever going to miss that?
Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Always.
And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
France are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's a delicate pass.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Pour l'équipe de France, après 39 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 22.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Makaleli can so cleverly bypass the press. Bunu claims comfortably. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cantona. This is a promising build-up. Knocks it into space. And he's certainly on...
He's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Riyadh. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Cantona. Great vision.
Takes a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it.
It's half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
France are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Que tout le monde accueille chaleureusement nos joueurs sur le terrain.
We're on the move again. Dembele. Looking for options for movement.
Big chance! Goal!
And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
L'équipe de France, après 48 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 22.
Diop. And it's Diaz. Cantona, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Platini,
He's had a shot!
oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Plays it across. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mazraoui. He's a sharp little ball here.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Ah, looks a smashing ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross goes in.
There's the header!
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dembele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
El-Ainaoui in with the challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. Al-Khanous. Makaleli, the man synonymous with solidity. Raphael Varane. Platini. Hakimi has been caught there, it's a foul. Looking for a runner. That's beautiful.
And the shot! Oh, good finish!
And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Après 68 minutes de jeu, par
How many? Just how many? Riyad. El-Ainaoui. And it's Mazraoui. And that has put paid to that. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot goes for a shot! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Dembele. Plays the return pass. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this?
Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, good chance!
Oh, it's hit the post! Brahim Diaz. And it's Michel Platini. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Makaleli. Cantona.
Shoots! And that's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And the shot!
It's fallen kindly here,
And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Dembele.
And the finish! And he's stuck it away.
It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's well positioned here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Cantona. Cantona delivers. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Mazraoui. Hakimi. And Unahi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini. And it's Makalele. Cantona. And Koundé. Cantona. And time is up. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
France really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
In once more, and a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Stam. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Sneijder. Oh, super ball. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Sneijder goes short. Goes for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Beckham. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot! Goal, England! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Cole demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
England penetrate first. It is a truly shoots! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Gerrard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. Cole, that is a great pick-out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that is a nice touch. Sneijder conjures time and space where few can. Cruyff. Robson. Rooney. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Cruyff. Beckham. Oh, they could break here. And here's Hullet. Now it's Schneider. Beckham. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, easy pickings there. And the pass is intercepted. Rooney. Oh, that's...
Tries a shot! Goal, England! And again they hit the front.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
England have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
England looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's running through. Hullet ploughing through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. P13 breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. This is a promising build-up. Reinders. Now that looks a decent ball. Might be danger here.
And Van Nistelrooy!
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Schneider with the short one. And here's Schneider. Oh, that's nice. And he's had it nicked away. England have the chance to go the other way.
Has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
And the shot!
Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
England are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And here is the first touch of the second half. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cole. Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. And Bronkhorst providing an outlet on that flank. Showing good feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Dijk. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Robson does well to get it back. Rooney. Robson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Cole, and this is Owen.
Owen! Off the post!
Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Schneider.
And the shot! Oh, good finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. The Netherlands drag themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
The Netherlands appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Looking for the run. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. And he's gone long. And it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Reinders. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9, Van Nistelrooy. Number 14, Schneider. Number 7, Reinders. Number 37, Van der Ven.
And here's
On the
Cruyff.
field, number 10.
Good read, needed to be.
Number 22.
Owen is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Rijkaard. Number 6.
England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And here's Owen. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Owen. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Mackay. Simons. Can he get it through? Picked up, real chance! And how did he not put that away?
Bullet has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. Threads one in, and he's undercooked that. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. So their fourth corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. But that has not gone well. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well read, nice interception. Scholes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Greenwood. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's found space here. And that's a dangerous ball. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 2, Van Dijk. Coming on to replace him is number 5.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. And he welcomes it in. Gerrard. And it's Mainu. Tries to pass it through.
And Owen! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
England with the lead.
Listen,
Shot a goal!
And that could come back to haunt them.
well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Scholes. Xavi Simons. Mackay. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Knocks it into space. He's in a great position here. Takes a shot. And with that, it is half-time, extra time. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist?
Substitution for Netherlands, number 20.
And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Dunk is always looking to break lines. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Branthwaite. Branthwaite charging forward down that flank. Gullit has created one goal already. De Jong. And here's Gullit. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Beckham. Owen going after that. Scholes. Looking for options for movement. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Mackay. Greenwood. Now, can they get him away?
England can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock.
Cole! That is delicious! A finish right from the top drawer. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining. And we're done. England have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games.
And we'd like to inform you now that
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
England really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.